Hey sports to the bone family. What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back to another video, my viewers and subscribers. And today I actually have a very special guest for us. Yes, man, we have a very special guest in studio, and he's gonna be sharing his cricketing journey so far with us. Yes, my peeps, he's gonna be sharing his cricketing journey with us so far. I won't introduce him. I will ask him to go right ahead and introduce himself. All right, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. My name is Alick Athanaze. I'm from the island of Dominica. I'm a cricketer. I've played for the West Indies B team, the West Indies under 19, the West Indies A team. Currently contracted with the Windward Island Volcanoes. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that is a good introduction, Mr. Alick, because I want to tell you, well, I won't even say most, all of who watch this channel here, they are avid cricket lovers of the West Indies team. So I am pretty sure they already know who you are. All right. So we just want to catch up a little bit in terms of how you got into the game, what it was like growing up, and how the career is going so far. So first things first. What was it like growing up there, in the Caribbean?
Well, growing up in the Caribbean, you do have your challenges, but it's really exciting. I grew up from a cricketing family where it started right down to my uncle. My uncle, like he's about 90 years right now. I think it started right there. I always loved cricket. At this current age, I can't see a life without cricket, to be honest. But growing up for me, I started playing. Basically, it started for me when I was in primary school, where I used to actually go to school with a bat, and my mother used to be walking behind me with my school bag, and I used to have my bat in my hand. So, it started all there. I grew up in the primary schools playing cricket. That is where I really discovered I was talented. I was probably a grade above everybody else. I'm going on to high school. It was kind of tough just getting into high school where the boys was so much bigger than me. It took me about a year and a half to actually get into playing the sport and get into playing at that level. I really love cricket, and growing up playing cricket, it has been really fun for me, and I enjoy the ups and downs. I enjoy the journey.
It Based on what you're saying, it seems as if you are from a supportive family in terms of cricket, because you're saying when you were going to school bringing your bat, your mother was behind you bringing your bat. Generally speaking, mothers, some parents would want to say, well, why are you taking the bat to school? Why are you taking the ball to school? So it seems as if, you, as you said, you were from a cricketing family, but in terms of, your parents, your mother, she was definitely over supportive of your aspiration to become a professional cricketer.
Well, she always understood the love that came from that I had for the game, coming from my side of the family, where my dad's side, he's actually a big lover of cricket. He was the one that actually took me. After every day from school, and he's a farmer, and he was one of the top farmers on the island, so he was very busy. And see that he actually took time off after every day of school to take me down on the playing field and actually bowl some balls to me, have me hitting the balls. Just for the love of the game. I didn't really knew about the game at that time, so my focus wasn't on playing international cricket or playing cricket at a higher level. I just loved the sport at that age. So I think my family have always been supportive. My mother, most parents would actually want their kids to have books going to school. She understood that I loved the game at a very young age, and she supported it.
All right, sounds good. Well, you said you are from a cricketing family. In terms of family members going on to play the game professionally, are you going to be the first one to play it at a level outside of school? Say, for example, at a club level, playing for the country. Are you the first one from the family that is playing for a higher level?
No, I have two brothers. One of them I think played for my aunt Dominica at under 19, and my uncle, as I said, he played in England. He played in England a lot for a lot of years.
Okay.
He actually played with Graham Gooch. So
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, and I got a chance to go up there when I was about 15, I think
Mm-hmm.
14 years old. Yeah, when I went to the Essex Academy, and I shared dressing rooms with players like Alistair Cook, and just getting the experience and
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
getting to meet Graham Gooch at a very young age. But my uncle played club cricket in England, but I think I went the furthest so far in my family.
Okay.
We have two boys coming up.
Yeah.
One 3 years old, and the other one is I think about one. And
Mhm.
I think every day he's trying to get on the phone with me to show me how he could actually play cricket. So
Yeah.
we have people coming up. But as far as no,
Mhm.
I played at the highest level.
Okay. And I must say you're doing a pretty good job of, setting a good example for those two youngsters coming up. I don't remember if you had said it in terms of growing up in the family, in the household. You said you had what? Two, it was how many? Two brothers of you growing up? How many siblings in the household?
Well, I come from an extended family,
Mhm,
so
mhm.
I have four sisters. Not all I lived with, but I lived with three sisters and two brothers. But I think at the age that I came in, two of my brothers was already out. So I think I just
Okay, okay.
I just lived with mostly girls.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think that's yes, just mostly girls.
Okay, okay, sounds good. All right, so backtracking to primary school. I understand the primary school system because I went to primary school
Yeah.
in Jamaica there. So backtracking to primary school. So it was under 12 cricket, right? It was under 12, under 13 where you guys
Yes.
played in the competition. Were you a part of the kiddies program? I know, well, I'm not too sure if it is still going on, but they had a Scotia kiddies program. Was that the primary school competition or it was just an inter-school competition? It wasn't organized by the kiddies.
Well, I think we had kiddies, but I came in
Mhm.
the kiddies program very late. I came in on my last year actually, under 13, because they discovered me kind of late. I was
Okay.
playing cricket. I went to a primary school in town,
Mm-hmm.
so it was kind of difficult for me to get into the Scotiabank, the
Oh.
kiddies cricket up in my area because of the
Mhm.
time I was coming out from school. But I when I was in the kiddies cricket, but I played most of my under 13 from under 13 cricket for my school in the town.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. And you were saying earlier that moving from primary school to high school, it was a little bit challenging getting into the high school team because of, the guys were a little bit bigger. How tough was it in terms of, well, I mean, physically, I know they would be stronger than you, but in terms of
Yeah.
your technique where bowling and batting is concerned, the whole and feeling, how far apart do you think they were, or you were pretty much right there with them going into grade 7?
Well, I think it's not really about talent.
Mhm.
It was more or less about size.
So,
Um,
yeah.
I, there wasn't no issue of me getting into the team. I would say it was more or less staying into the team because I mean the guys were so much bigger than me, and I'm not
Yeah.
going to sit here and tell you that I wasn't intimidated by them because I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
very young, and
Mhm.
I played cricket. I played for the under 19s. That's high school at a very young age. So I was intimidated by them, and I think it was just a matter of me trying to be consistent. But I wasn't consistent enough at that time
At
because
that
I
age.
was so scared of the guys. I was so scared of the guys when I had game. I used to love I loved the game so much that I would prefer to come and look at it at
Yeah.
that age than to come and play with it. So I mean it wasn't I wouldn't say getting into the team was difficult, but I mean staying into the team,
Yeah.
actually fitting in. That's why I said it took me at least a year and a half. Because
So
talent wasn't the issue. Because
yeah.
I used to play cricket.
So let me ask you a question. So you're saying going into grade 7, I think it is called, at the age of 12, 13. You're saying you were able to play for the senior team, the under 19 team. Didn't you have to play like under 14 for maybe two years? You were able to go straight into the under 19 team?
Yeah, well, I played under 13 and then We played
Oh,
we played
yeah.
under 15, but I mean under 15. I was so young that I could play under 15 in high school. So I actually played under 19 before I played under 15. So it was kind of
Ooh.
easier for me to play under 15.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So in terms of growing in the high school system now, I am thinking that by 2 or 3 years into the program, you were now probably one of the guys that the coach would always be looking forward to. It became easier, right? After maybe 1.5, 2 years in the program.
Yeah, I mean, of course, after that 1.5 year, I think I actually became the captain. I started understanding my game a lot better. So I started looking for ways to get better actually, and improving my tactical side of the game. So I became the captain, and that's where everything kind of took off. I actually got from 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 the year and a half, and from me being in, I think it's first form and second form instead of
Yeah.
grade 7 and grade 8. Well, from second form, I actually got most of the trophies at the ceremonies till I
Yeah.
left high school. So I started at that age. I started dominating cricket, and that is where the confidence grew. And that is when I found out that, well, I have something special instead of everybody else telling me. And that is where I
Yeah.
actually found out that, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I remember you going into the under 19 competition. That I can remember clearly where West Indies is concerned. But in high school, were you a part of the under 15 West Indies program? I think they would have had an under 15 competition where youngsters would represent the West Indies, or it was under 19 that you really stepped over into that.
Well, it was under 19. I think they had an under 15 at the time. My good friend Emmanuel Stewart from
Yeah.
Carrico, he played. I think they went to Australia, but I wasn't as fortunate as them at the time to get selected. So
Select. Yeah.
yeah, but it had a program. It had a West Indies, but I actually got into the setup at under 19.
Under 19. All right, so straight to under 19 now. So I am thinking that high school you were dominating, as you said, over there. So that is how you got the call. Talk us through through getting the call. How did you find out that they want you to be a part of the under 19 setup? How did the call come in? What was it like?
Well, to be fair, right? I played under 19 cricket regionally for Winwood, and my mind wasn't focused on West Indies at all. I didn't even know the World Cup was in that year. That's just me being honest. And I was focusing a lot on. I'm a player. I like to focus on process and not actually go in and actually look into where I'm looking to go. So I actually just focused on the entire tournament. I did well. And while I was in Dominic, I think the coach Graham West, he called me and he told me that. Well, he actually saw me in St. Vincent after one of the games. I got man of the match, and he told me that, I'm a good player and keep working at my game and stuff. But I didn't know who he was at the time, so I just thought he was somebody,
Just
fun looking
encouraging.
up. Yeah, and when I got home, I think they contacted my coach, Sam Kernan, because I had a personal coach at the time.
Yeah.
He's still but so they contacted him and they told him that they want him to keep working with me because they want to give me a chance under 19. So that is how it actually came in. I was really excited. I used to train every day once a day, but I started training twice a day. Started training in the morning get up in the morning at 6 and head
Yeah.
straight to the nets, and then I would have something to eat for breakfast, head to the gym, and then back in the nets again. I think that's why I probably did so well, because I had a lot of hard yards. I put in a lot of work.
A lot of work. Yeah, because I mean, coming out of under 19, I think it was after the under 19 tournament. Yeah, we weren't on the program as yet. We didn't start the program. I think it was after the under 19 tournament, and then when you were playing for Winward. I kept seeing your name, because we have persons that watch the platform, and people are always, there's this youngster coming through, Alick Athanaze, you need to look him up, and thing like that. But as I said, I think you would have played in the under 19 before, and the name was still there. But this is something that I wanted to ask you about, the transition, because that was the problem. Because you were the top scorer at the under 19 tournament, right? I am almost certain.
Yes.
Yeah. So you top scored and all of that, but then the transition into the senior team didn't come immediately. So I think that is one of the reasons why persons were asking me to check in and see what's going on. All right, so talk us through the tournament, and then we will go down to the transition into the senior team. Talk us through the under 19 tournament in terms. Remind us of the teams that you played, probably some of the guys that you went up against, and so forth.
Well, the tournament was, as I said, I had the most runs, so obviously the tournament was really good for me. I thought that it was very educational.
Yeah.
It helped me to understand where my game is at. I think most of the players I played against, they actually play in international cricket right now. Where we played against Shubman Gill, we played against.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the names that really stood out. They played some guys, a lot of guys who are playing in the IPL right now. But I mean, the tournament was good.
Good, yeah.
I'm the kind of player that need confidence going into a tournament. And I started off. We had a practice match, and where we sat down with the coach, and basically saying what we want from the tournament, and what we know where we're really looking to improve as players, because most of the times we look to go out in tournaments and we just talk about winning the tournament.
Yeah.
And we don't talk about where we want to improve as players going through the tournament. So I think we sat down and we had a little discussion. We put some plans in place. We didn't focus too much on technique. We focused a lot on our tactical plans and stuff, and I think that kind of opened my eyes as to how the game is played and how you need to play the game. So because as they say most of the game plays up here, and I think he really opened my eyes, and I think I did a lot of work behind the scenes, but I mean a lot of credit goes to him for actually breaking down the game, and that's Graham West I'm speaking about. I think there was a lot of coaches again, Corey Collimo and stuff, and which is one of my good friends. But I mean, the tournament was really good.
Okay.
We talk about transitioning into senior cricket. As I said earlier, when I was coming from under 13 to the under 19, it's not. I was intimidated by the guys because they were so much bigger than me. But that's not the case right here. I think the case was I was young, and when you play under 19 cricket, most of the times a lot is given to you. Like in terms of men wouldn't be as consistent and as smart with the ball. So a lot is given to you, and you would get away with a lot of things. So I think the transition from under 19 to under to senior, I kind of learned the hard way that the level is a little above, and men are more consistent, and men are smarter, and they will pick up on a lot of things quicker. So I think right about now I understand that, and as you can see right now, it's filtering into my game that I'm maturing, but I mean I'm grateful for everything that I went through. It's only made me a better player. So yeah, I mean, I'm just grateful for the journey right now.
Yeah, it's coming. It's definitely coming. Don't worry yourself. It's coming, and we will get to it shortly. But you were just named. Was it yesterday? Yesterday you were named in the Super 50 team of the tournament. So it is coming. It is coming. Just to make the viewers aware. You had 2 centuries in the tournament, right? In the under 19 tournament. I think maybe the first or the second West Indian to do something like that. The 2 scoring 2 centuries in the under 19 tournament, right? You had 2 centuries.
Yes, I think I had 2 centuries. I think it's the second West Indian.
Yeah, the second West Indian to do that. And as we say, moving from under 19, you have been working just the same, and we can see it coming through in your game now. Scoring You started off a Super 50 with 2 centuries, if I'm not mistaken, 2 centuries, right? And you were able to keep it going through the tournament. So I am assuming the confidence is there now. The work is still being put in. You're not getting complacent, are you?
No, I mean, right. I mean, a lot of work is being put in. If I'm being honest, even more work is being done. Because when you do well, especially when you do well, a lot of men, a lot of eyes. Not just the eyes of the selectors. I think people coming up against you will actually look for ways to actually get you out of, to be on top of you. So a lot more work right now is being put in. Right now it's not the best weather. We don't have the best weather conditions here in Grenada. But I mean, the gym. I still hit the gym every day. I'm trying my best not to be complacent.
Yeah, that's the best thing, self-realization, when you can realize where you're at and know what you need to do and what you need to do to reach, to the next level. So just continue to put in the work. All right. So in terms of the Super 50 now, before we finish up, in terms of the Super 50 tournament, how are you feeling coming out of the tournament, having scored some runs?
Well, I mean, it's always good to score some runs. I mean, as batters, that's really our job, and it's kind of good to see that the hard work is paying off. But to be fair, I mean, I scored 2 centuries, yes, but I wasn't completely satisfied with my performance. I would have wanted a lot more runs. Seeing that I started off with 2 centuries, I would have wanted a lot more runs. But I mean, it's a journey, and I'm grateful for the journey. That this can only make me a better player. So I'm grateful for it.
I can tell you, and I am sure that I'm speaking on behalf of most West Indian fans, to hear, a young cricketer coming through and saying that he's hungry to score more runs after getting 2 centuries. That is definitely something that we want to hear. Youngsters wanting to stay around, stick at the crease, but spend time even after getting a couple of centuries. And talking about spending time at the crease, I am going to transition into the formats now. This is not a trick question or anything, So in terms of the formats, we know we have our test and our ODI and our T20. Which are the formats would you say you're mostly leaning towards now in terms of your style of play?
Well, I am a free flowing player. I love 50 overs cricket, but to be fair, I love test cricket even more. I believe that I love sitting and watch test cricket. To me, one day, 50 overs, T20, T10, they all finish too quick. I love to sit and look at cricket just as I love to play cricket and bat long. So, I mean, I love 50 overs cricket, but I really want to play. I really want to play test cricket for West Indies. That's my goal.
Can I say that is the answer that I was looking for? That is definitely the answer that I was looking for, because we definitely want some specialist batsmen coming through to really help solidify our middle order at the international level. So the Super 50 is done and dusted. Regional cricket is coming around. Well, I know you say that you are mostly into test cricket, but in terms of the CPL, in terms of the CPL, you are definitely looking forward to hopefully getting into a team and playing some CPL, right?
Yeah, definitely. If I get the opportunity, then I will take it 100%. I mean, it's not just playing the cricket. I mean, you have international players all over the world coming.
Yeah.
Get a chance to see the dressing room, rub shoulders, and gain the kind of experience and the knowledge that they have. So, I mean, definitely, if I get the chance to play CPL, I would actually love to play CPL.
All right, sounds good. So, if it wasn't cricket, what else would it be in terms of maybe if you would have gone professionally in another sport or any other area? If it wasn't cricket, what else would it be?
Absolutely nothing. To be fair, I started playing football, but my love for cricket took over. But I don't really like watching football. I don't mind playing it, but I started playing football. I started playing football at a young age, but my love for cricket took over. I really don't see my life without cricket.
Without it.
Yeah, if I can play, I will try my best to assist and to help out in any other way.
Man, that is a born cricketer, you know. I interviewed Sir Jimmy Adams a couple months ago, and that the same question was asked. I asked him what else would it be if he wasn't cricket, and I'm almost certain he said something similar, saying that he's not too sure what else it would have been. So definitely the love for the game is there. You're a fan of the game, and you're one of the talented one of the lucky ones that is able to go out there and really perform. So I just wanted to know that in terms of the Caribbean, as I said, we have, even outside of the Caribbean, we have people that watch the content that I put out. And let me just say this, people are watching. People are watching, and you have people backing and supporting you. So we're just hoping that you will continue to put in the work, and we're hoping that, we will see you at the next level pretty soon. But in terms of what you are doing right now, you are doing the right thing, You did well in the Super 50. As I said, regional cricket is coming around. You already have a solid platform coming from under 19 cricket, having outscored everybody in the tournament. So the platform is already there, Alick. So, as I said, I am sure I speak for most cricket fans. Just continue to put in the work and continue to do what needs to be done. And once the work is there, I can assure you, well, let me not say I can assure you, once the work is there, then, what needs to be done next, more than likely will be done, in terms of who should make whatever decision. All you can do is just do the work from your end. So is there anything else you want to talk about, or anything you want to say to the West Indies fans that are supporting you? You just played the Super 50. Anything you want to say to your fans, your supporters, in terms of I don't know.
I like to tell everybody that everyone support.
Hold on, I think your connection is going. Go again.
Yeah, I mean, everyone support me. I was just like to tell them. So, I mean, I'm learning very quick. Definitely will be a class player. I'm putting in the work, and I promise I will be.
The feed. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with your thing, but it's breaking through. All right, go again. Let me see. No, it's breaking up. It's breaking up. Are you at the same location? All right, can you hear me now?
You hear me right now?
Yeah, I think I can hear you a little better now. There we go again. It's I'm not sure if you're hearing me, but it's it's breaking up from your end.
I'm hearing, but I'm not sure if you're hearing me.
All right, go ahead now.
Yeah, I was just telling everyone support me in Super 50. Continue to support me. I'm putting in the hard work, and I will be a class player. The support is not going unnoticed.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm thankful for the messages. I'm thankful for the words of encouragement, and I'm putting in the hard work, and I definitely will make them proud. So just continue to support me, and I will surely be a class player in the future.
All right, that sounds good. A lot of confidence, and with work and confidence, you're definitely going to get the result. It was definitely a pleasure speaking with you, and the platform is open at any time. During the season, out of season, as I said, we mostly cover cricket, but it's a sporting platform. So anytime you want to speak cricket related, as I said, whether we're on a live show or you just want to do a video, anytime. I can't leave without asking this question. You say you played a little bit of football growing up. The World Cup is on now. Is there a particular team that you're supporting or not necessarily?
No, not necessarily. I to be honest, I don't even watch the World Cup. A lot of fans wouldn't like to hear that right now, but my focus right now is entirely on cricket.
Well, that is the best thing to do. A lot of us, we're not professional cricketers. We do other work. We have time to sit and watch football. You're a professional cricketer. Work on your profession. That is the best. That is the best answer, Alick. So once again, thank you so much for talking with us. And as I said, you know, anytime in the future you want to pop on to talk cricket related content, right here. All right. Thanks so much, man.
Yeah, man, no problem.
All right.